you remember when that balloon, oh, it was just a weather station? We seem so naive about so much of this, when in fact we have nations and bad actors trying to do bad things using our supply chains now as weapons. The world changed yet again on April 2nd when the Chinese embargoed critical minerals, not just on us, but for the rest of the world. The Russians now embargo things like neon and helium and uranium as a tool. So we must be clear-eyed about the threats, and I just have to congratulate Secretary Rollins for taking leadership on an issue which has been troublesome for years. And we have governors here, like Kristi Noem in South Dakota, just leadership on that. She was doing that before anybody was paying attention. We're going to hear from Governor Huckabee. Arkansas has led the way on this issue at the state level, even as the federal government has been silent about it up to this point. The last thing is big things like Smithfield Foods. I don't know if you know this, but this one really troubled me when it happened, but the Chinese bought Smithfield Foods and basically control about 1/8 of the world's pork supply now. And we worry, we've had food inflation. We worry when things happen that can be part of that. And then the other key purchase which we allowed them to do was Syngenta. Well, what is that? It's a seed company. And in a world of ever-changing pests and things like that, and climate differences about where water is and things like that, seeds really can be the revolution that keeps the world fed. And China now owns a key part of that. So what Secretary Rollins is doing today, it's a historic day. She's putting down the marker that the United States is no longer going to tolerate the attacks on our agricultural system, not just the land, but the supply chain as well. She deserves more than a hand. She deserves a helping hand here, and that's why the other aspects of our government are behind us as well. So I appreciate being here on this absolutely gorgeous day, and again, I commend the leadership of the people behind me. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter. Again, no one more of a warrior than he on these issues and many others, so thank you. Next, also from the first Trump administration now, the governor of the great state of Arkansas, who another leader in this area. Please help me welcome Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders.
Good morning. It is incredible to be here and be joined with people who really understand what it means not just to love our country, but to be willing to do things that actually preserve, protect, and allow us to pass on what makes our country so great to the next generation. And that's exactly what you see in the collaboration of the people that are gathered behind me. I'm so proud of the fact that Arkansas was the first state in the country to kick a Chinese-owned company off of our farmland and out of our state, and we made them pay for it, very Trump-esque. And in the last couple of months, we've passed new legislation just this year allowing us to prohibit them from now not only owning farmland in our state, but from building or buying land around our military bases and critical infrastructure. It is something that has to happen and something that states have been leading the way on. But unfortunately, our states can't do it alone. That's why events like today matter so much. That's why leadership from people like Secretary Rollins matter so much. The fact that we now have a president who understands who our real enemies are and is willing to take them on is making a huge difference, not just in our country, but around the world.